In this tutorial, you will learn how to translate coordinate points by using a mapping notation. The first thing that you need to know is that a translation is a sliding of a figure either left or right, up or down, or one of each. When you slide left or right, you're moving along the x-axis, so that means it changes the x-coordinate. This letter here in the formula indicates that it can be any number that is either adding or subtracting to the x-coordinate. When you move along the y-axis, you travel up or down, and that means that it's any number that can either be added or subtracted to the letter y. The numbers you add or subtract can be different. That's why we have to use different letters here. One is H, the other is K. When you are given directions on how to translate a shape, it will be written in this format as you see it down at the bottom of the screen. For example, you could have something that says x plus 3 and y minus 2. So the plus 3 indicates a move to the right. I know that it's to the right because to the left would be moving in a negative direction. And this is a positive 3. Y minus 2 indicates that you are moving down because negative 2 is in the lower half of the y-axis. Let's get started by looking at an example. In this problem, you are asked to translate the point 6, 4. And you're asked to do it by following this transformation rule. This indicates a movement along the x-axis 2 units to the left. So that means we're going to take our x-coordinate and we're going to subtract 2 from it. This value here indicates a movement along the y-axis 9 units up. So that means we're going to take our y number, which is 4, and we're going to add 9 to it. Once we compute these two mathematical expressions, we'll be done. So the final answer will be 4 and 13. So the point 6, 4, when translated 2 units left and 9 units up, will have a new coordinate of 4, 13. Let's take a look at another question. All you need to know is that the math that is given has to be performed on the correct coordinate. So the x-coordinate needs to be added by 4, and the y-coordinate needs to be added by 2. Once that math is computed, you've translated the point. Now the next thing you might need to understand or describe is how was it moved. So you have to understand that anything that is being performed to the letter x is left or right. Depending on its sign, it will tell you the direction. That's to the right. Same thing with the y value. The sign will tell you the direction. So positive 2 is up. This is a move 4 units to the right and 2 units up. Let's take a look at one more. All right, we're going to translate the point -4, -1. And we're going to do that by using the math indicated in the mapping notation. So we're going to add 4 to the x value and subtract 8 from the y value. Our new translated point will be 0, -9. Now let's see if you can describe the transformation in words. 4 is positive, so it's 4 units to the right. 8 is negative, so it's 8 units down. Now let's try the reverse method. I'm going to give you the directions in English, and you are going to have to understand which mathematical operations to use. Here's our first question. You're being asked to translate the point 9, 5, 4 units left, and 6 units up. You need to understand which coordinate this move affects. Moving to the left affects the x-coordinate. Since it is left, we're moving in the negative direction. So this would be the mapping notation for the first move. The second move is 6 units up, so that affects the y-coordinate, and up is in the positive direction. Now we have the math rule, and we can perform it on our given coordinate. So the math move is 9 minus 4 and 5 plus 6, giving us the answer of 5, 11. Let's try this one more time. This point, negative 2, 5, is being asked to be translated 2 units left and 1 unit up. Again, left affects the x-coordinate, and left is in the negative direction. 1 unit up affects the y-coordinate, and up is in the positive direction. So now we have the mathematical notation. Let's perform that math on our beginning point here of negative 2, 5. So we're going to subtract 2 and add 1. And now we have our translated point. Okay, one more time. This time, we're going to move 3 units to the right. Right affects the x-axis, and right is in the positive direction. 2 units down. Down affects the y-axis, and down is in the negative direction. Perform these mathematical operations on your given point. And there you have it.